What if I told you the most profitable crops in America aren't corn, soybeans, or wheat, but plants you could grow on a few acres and still make more than most big row crop farms? These crops are legal, in demand, and so profitable that some farmers are quietly turning into millionaires. Today, I'm exposing the 10 crops big agriculture never wants you to find out about. Number 10. Ginseng. This humble woodland plant doesn't look like much, just a few leaves poking up from the forest floor. But those innocent-looking roots are worth more per pound than silver. American ginseng sells for $800 to $1,200 per dried pound, and a single acre can produce 300 pounds after 8 years. That's $250,000 from 1 acre of what most people would call worthless woodland. The Chinese market can't get enough of it, and wild simulated ginseng commands even higher prices. But here's what separates the dreamers from the millionaires. It takes real patience. Your grandfather might have walked past ginseng in the woods without knowing he was stepping over a fortune. The secret lies in the growing method. Wild simulated ginseng grown under natural forest canopy sells for 3 times more than field-grown roots. Wisconsin farmers have been quietly building generational wealth with ginseng for decades, passing down plots like family heirlooms. The roots must be at least 5 years old to command top dollar, and 8-year-old roots are considered premium grade. One fungal outbreak can wipe out years of investment, but for those who master the art, ginseng provides the kind of steady returns that make Wall Street jealous. The beauty is that it grows in existing woodlands that most farmers consider worthless, turning timber lots into retirement accounts. Number 9. Saffron. 1 pound of saffron sells for $5,000 to $10,000, literally worth more than gold. This delicate purple flower produces just 3 tiny threads that must be hand-picked at dawn during a narrow 2-week harvest window. It sounds impossible, but farmers in Pennsylvania and Vermont are proving it works on American soil. A 1/4 acre can produce 3 pounds of saffron worth $30,000 annually. The labor is backbreaking, but the profit margins are astronomical. European restaurants pay premium prices for American-grown saffron, and the market is wide open for serious producers. The harvest window is everything. Saffron flowers bloom for just 6 weeks in fall, and each flower must be picked the morning it opens before the sun hits it. A single flower yields only 3 precious stigmas, and it takes 150 flowers to produce 1 gram of saffron. Family operations work around the clock during a harvest, with everyone from grandparents to teenagers picking flowers in the pre-dawn darkness. The processing is equally demanding. Those delicate stigmas must be dried immediately to preserve their golden color and potent flavor. But farmers who commit to this ancient ritual are building businesses that generate more profit per square foot than any crop their great-grandfathers could have imagined. The key is treating saffron like the precious spice it is, not like a traditional field crop. Number 8. Wasabi. Real wasabi sells for $120 per pound wholesale, $200 retail. What you get at most sushi restaurants is nothing but fake horseradish and green dye. Authentic wasabi is one of the world's most finicky plants, demanding specific conditions that would make a prima donna blush. But farmers in North Carolina and Oregon have cracked the code using sophisticated greenhouse systems. 2 stems per square foot, harvested after 2 years of careful nurturing, can generate $120,000 per acre annually. The Japanese market pays premium prices for quality American wasabi, and supply can't meet demand. The challenge is recreating wasabi's native mountain stream environment. Constant 46 to 54 degree Fahrenheit temperatures, high humidity, and filtered light that mimics the shadows of Japanese mountain valleys. Successful growers use recirculating hydroponic systems with chilled water and precise shade cloth to fool these temperamental plants into thinking they're still in Japan. The plants are incredibly sensitive. One equipment failure or temperature spike can destroy an entire crop worth tens of thousands of dollars. Yet farmers who master these systems have Japanese buyers flying to America to secure their entire harvest, often paying premium prices that rival the best wasabi farms in Japan. The profit margins are so high that some growers guard their techniques like state secrets, refusing to share methods that took years to perfect. Number 7. Bamboo. This isn't your typical crop, but smart farmers are making serious money while everyone else is still thinking inside the box. Bamboo grows 3 feet in 24 hours under ideal conditions. You can literally watch it grow. Landscapers pay $150 for a single potted plant, and the demand is exploding as Americans become obsessed with privacy and sustainable living. An acre of bamboo can generate $60,000 annually once established, and it keeps producing for decades. The key is choosing the right varieties: clumping bamboo for landscaping, timber bamboo for construction. The bamboo boom is driven by suburban America's hunger for instant privacy screens and sustainable building materials. Homeowners are paying thousands to create living walls that block out neighbors and traffic noise, and bamboo delivers results faster than any traditional hedge. Commercial landscapers can't keep up with demand, especially for cold, hardy varieties that survive brutal northern winters. The construction industry is discovering what Asians have known for centuries. Bamboo is stronger than steel in tensile strength and grows back after harvest. Smart farmers are contracting with landscapers years in advance, guaranteeing sales before the bamboo even reaches maturity. The only real risk is choosing running varieties that can become invasive. Stick to clumping types and watch the profits flow like water. Number 6. Lavender. This purple powerhouse generates multiple income streams that would make any diversified portfolio jealous. Fresh bouquets sell for $6 to $13 each, and 1 acre produces 12,000 bunches. That's $144,000 in gross revenue every 3 years from something that's practically drought-proof and deer-resistant. But the real money comes from tapping into America's experience economy. Agritourism farms charge visitors $20 per person just to walk through purple fields and take Instagram photos. Wedding venues pay thousands to rent lavender farms for ceremonies that look like fairy tales. The agritourism angle transforms humble lavender from a crop into an experienced gold mine. Farms near major cities host lavender festivals that draw thousands of visitors, paying for parking, admission, overpriced food, and products they could buy online for half the price. Wedding photographers book lavender farms months in advance, and couples pay premium rates for purple backdrop ceremonies that create memories worth more than the flowers themselves. The key is location. Farms within 2 hours of major metropolitan areas can charge city prices for rural experiences. Even failed lavender crops create beautiful backdrops that generate revenue through photography sessions and events. The essential oil market adds another profit layer, with pure lavender oil selling for $100 per ounce to aromatherapy enthusiasts and soap makers. Number 5. Microgreens. These tiny plants pack profits that would make traditional farmers weep with envy. Microgreens sell for $15 to $25 per pound and can be harvested in just 2 weeks. That's faster than most people change their oil. A modest 1,000 square foot greenhouse can produce 20,000 pounds annually, generating $400,000 in gross revenue from a space smaller than most suburban homes. The startup costs are manageable, the learning curve is gentle, and the profit margins are absolutely incredible. Urban farmers are building 6-figure businesses in converted warehouses and basement operations. The restaurant industry drives microgreen demand because chefs discovered they can justify massive menu price increases with a handful of tiny greens. A $2 portion of microgreens can support a $15 upcharge on an entree, making restaurants eager to pay wholesale prices that seem astronomical to traditional farmers. The crop cycles are so fast that growers can adjust varieties based on seasonal menu changes and chef whims. Successful operations maintain relationships with 20 to 30 restaurants, delivering fresh microgreens twice weekly in refrigerated vehicles. Urban locations near restaurant districts eliminate transportation costs and ensure maximum freshness that commands premium prices. The beauty is scalability. Start with a few trays in your basement, then expand to commercial operations as demand grows and cash flow improves. Number 4. Gourmet mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms sell for $10 per pound and can be grown in bags hanging from your garage rafters. Shiitake commands $15 per pound. Lion's mane brings $20. A small operation can produce 300,000 pounds per acre annually. That's $3 million in potential gross revenue from crops that don't need soil, sunlight, or even decent weather. The key is direct marketing to restaurants and farmers markets where customers pay premium prices for varieties they can't find in grocery stores. It's the ultimate urban farming opportunity. The mushroom market is exploding as health-conscious Americans discover varieties beyond basic button mushrooms. Customers pay premium prices for lion's mane, marketed as brain food, and reishi, called the immortality mushroom. Restaurants showcase exotic mushrooms as signature ingredients, often featuring the farm name on menus to justify higher prices. The production cycle is incredibly fast. Oyster mushrooms fruit in just 10 days from inoculation to harvest. Successful growers maintain sterile laboratory conditions in converted shipping containers or warehouse spaces, producing consistent crops while traditional farmers worry about weather and seasons. The waste products become valuable compost, creating additional revenue streams from what most operations consider disposal costs. Number 3. Goji berries. These innocent-looking berries hide a profitable secret that the health food industry doesn't want you to know. Dried goji berries sell for $20 per pound, and 1 acre can produce 7,000 pounds over a 3-year harvest period. That's $140,000 from bushes that are drought-tolerant, cold-hardy, and productive for decades once established. The health food market is driving demand through the roof, with Asian markets paying premium prices for quality American-grown berries. The only real challenge is birds. They love these berries as much as health-obsessed humans do. The superfood trend created insatiable demand among Americans willing to pay outrageous prices for antioxidant-rich foods that promise eternal youth. Whole Foods and specialty health stores can't keep dried goji berries in stock, often selling them for $30 to $40 per pound retail, while customers line up to buy them. The plants are incredibly hardy, surviving temperatures down to minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit and thriving in poor soils where corn and soybeans would die. Established bushes produce for 50-plus years with minimal care, making them true generational investments that your grandchildren will inherit. The key is direct marketing. Farmers selling at health food stores capture retail margins that wholesale buyers would steal. Bird netting is essential, but pays for itself with the first harvest, protecting investments that generate returns for decades. Number 2. Hemp, CBD. Legal hemp, with less than 0.3% THC, is generating serious money for farmers smart enough to navigate the regulatory maze. CBD flower sells for $1,000 to $3,000 per pound wholesale. That's more than most people make in a month. 1 acre can produce 1,000 to 3,000 pounds of dried flower, potentially generating $9 million per acre in gross revenue. The regulations are complex, licensing is expensive, and testing is mandatory. But farmers who play by the rules are building million-dollar operations. The key is finding reliable buyers and maintaining strict compliance with federal and state regulations. The hemp industry represents the modern-day gold rush, but only for farmers who understand that this isn't your grandfather's agriculture. Successful operations invest heavily in legal compliance, laboratory testing, and processing equipment that cost more than traditional farm machinery. The market is volatile. Prices can swing from $3,000 per pound to $300 per pound based on regulatory changes and market floods. Smart farmers secure purchase contracts before planting and maintain relationships with multiple buyers to avoid devastating market crashes. The labor requirements are intensive, especially for hand-trimmed premium flower that commands top prices from discerning buyers. But farmers who treat hemp as a pharmaceutical crop rather than traditional agriculture are building businesses that generate more profit than any crop in American history. Number 1, truffles. Black truffles sell for $1,000 to $2,000 per pound, more than most people's monthly mortgage payment. These mysterious underground fungi grow in partnership with oak and hazelnut trees, hidden beneath the soil like buried treasure. It takes 7 to 10 years for trees to start producing, but a mature truffle orchard can generate $100,000 per acre annually from crops that most people never see growing. American truffle farms in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Oregon are proving that European monopolies can be broken with American ingenuity. The investment is substantial, $10,000 per acre in trees and inoculation, but the long-term returns are extraordinary. Truffle farming represents the ultimate agricultural gamble, massive upfront investment with no guarantee of success, but potential returns that dwarf any crop your ancestors ever dreamed of growing. The science is complex, requiring specific soil pH, drainage, and climate conditions that limit production to certain blessed regions. Successful orchards employ trained dogs worth more than farm equipment to locate underground treasures that hide just inches beneath your feet. The harvest season is short but intense. Fresh truffles must reach high-end restaurants within days of harvest to command prices that make farmers wealthy. American truffle production is still in its infancy, meaning early adopters face little competition while European demand continues growing exponentially. The risk is real, but farmers who succeed are building agricultural legacies that will generate wealth for generations, turning patient investments into family fortunes that rival any Wall Street success story. But here's what most people don't understand about these high-value crops. Success isn't just about planting the right seeds. It's about understanding markets, building relationships, and having the patience to let investments mature. Your great-grandfather might have grown corn and beans because that's what everyone did, but today's millionaire farmers think differently. They study consumer trends, build direct relationships with buyers, and aren't afraid to invest in crops that take years to pay off. The farmers making real money aren't following the crowd. They're leading it. These 10 crops prove that smart farmers don't need thousands of acres to build real wealth. From woodland ginseng that grows in forest shadows to underground truffles worth more than gold, the opportunities are waiting for those willing to think beyond corn and beans. Subscribe to discover more profitable farming secrets that could change your life, and check out the next video where I reveal the forgotten crops that build America's agricultural fortune.